Hey guys, I'm going to give you a few ACT tips here before you read those passages and attempt them. There's no reason for me to be on video camera here, but it felt cute, so whatever. All right, so I'm going to put myself in the corner, like baby. And I want to take you through these ACT tips right here. I'm just going to give you 5, and if you follow these, you should have success on the ACT English portion, which is really the easiest portion of the ACT test. So the number 1 rule, as I've written here, of the English ACT is to always go with the shortest answer when all answers basically mean the same thing. ACT asks this question all the time. You're going to see it in the passages that you do for practice. So my example sentence says, I love Pearl Jam, which is the name of a Seattle band, which is the name of a band from Seattle. This information here is extra, but still, they're going to give us 4 choices here. Should we leave it alone? Should we change it to from Seattle? Should we change it to which is the name of a band and then throw a comma in there from Seattle? Or should we just say a Seattle band? The only answer here that makes sense and is shorter is a Seattle band. We get all the information that we need from just 3 sentences. This is just a long-winded version of saying a Seattle band. This is a comma that nobody needs. And I love Pearl Jam from Seattle doesn't tell us that they're a band, so it's leaving out important information. So always go with the shortest answer that makes the most sense, makes the same sense here. Second thing, punctuating non-essential information. So I've given you the sentence, loaded nachos, which are my favorite food, are being sold at the fair for $9. The actual sentence is, loaded nachos are being sold at the fair for $9. This is superfluous information. It means it's extra. We don't need it. When it's in the middle of a sentence like that, we put commas before and after it. If it comes at the end of the sentence, like the example above, I love Pearl Jam, which is the name of a band from Seattle, the sentence is I love Pearl Jam. You don't need to know that they're the name of a band from Seattle. And then down here, you can also see it could be at the very beginning of the sentence. A town along the Mississippi River, South St. Paul is best known for its handsome and overqualified English teachers. Watch out for redundancies. That means things said over or repeated. There are a few ways this can appear. One, it could just be a definition that you don't need. He's an atheist who doesn't believe in God. Typically, if something like this is on the ACT, they're going to ask if they should delete this part or not. You definitely should. An atheist is by definition someone who doesn't believe in God. Here's another example. The new president won by a landslide, obtaining far more votes than his rival. Yeah, duh. That's what the word landslide means. So this is extra, not needed. Another thing ACT will do is use words twice in a sentence that mean the same thing, and so they become redundant. So here it says, he too thought the outcome was surprising as well. You only need one of those. He too thought the outcome was surprising, or he thought the outcome was surprising as well. Could have been the word also here, by the way. Parallel structure means things match. And this is my 4th tip for you. Look out for this stuff. Get ready for running or a walk this afternoon. Well, it's either get ready for running or walking this afternoon, or get ready for a run or a walk this afternoon. Keep things the same. Here's another good example. We can get to the beach by biking, skating, or just take an Uber. Might sound like it makes sense, but biking, skating, and take do not match. It should be biking, skating, or taking an Uber, or we can get to the beach on a bike, on a skateboard, or on an Uber, something like that. That was a terrible last sentence, but I'm not starting this video over, too bad. My last tip is the word not. Sometimes this will appear in an ACT question. And I always got these wrong when I was a kid because I was a speed reader. I would try to get through things fast, and I would just go with an answer that made sense rather than one that didn't. So this one says, raccoons, bears, and lynx can be found on the Northern Trail at the Minnesota Zoo. Question on the ACT might be, which of the following alternatives to the underlined part of the sentence would not be acceptable? You can go with no change. You can go with are found, being found, and are seen. Well, no change, it makes sense already, so that's fine. Are found, raccoons, bears, and lynx are found, that makes sense. Raccoons, bears, and lynx being found, well, that doesn't make sense right there. So that's the one you're looking for, and you probably would have gotten that right 100% of the time if you just made sure you read that the word not was in there. So be careful, watch out for that. All right, so there are 5 ACT tips for you. Remember that you can take these ACT passages up to 3 times, and your highest score will be the one that goes in the grade book.